Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. Put that on. What is that? That's the arm guard for the archery arm guard. Maggie is home. I know I'm not bothering to turn on the light tonight. Jeez. Don't ask me what happened, but I got up. I thought it was like 5:30 in the morning. When I looked at the clock, it was 5:30 at night. So all I did was get up, get dressed, and go. I didn't even take Lucky out. And I went to talk to my wife, my beautiful wife, who's in hospital. Not gonna go and tell everybody everything, but you know, she's doing okay right now. Let's hope things continue to get better. Well, I tell you, running back and forth to the emergency room and calling the EMS, and finally they how do you say they're finally figuring out what to do for her. A lot of the issue is pain. Cancer for some reason, a combination of cancer. It's really odd because you take medicine to help deal with the various issues with the cancer and to help fight the cancer, but then those medicines cause problems. It's like, oh, it's like you can't win for losing. But they seem to have her on. She seems to be doing better pain wise, and that's good. It took them long enough to get there. But no, I remember what else I was gonna say. Oh, I got my application for EMS, so I will start volunteering with the local ambulance service. And I wanted to say something on that point. If we were to pick up one of the Keen Brown shirts, do you want to know how I would treat you as a, either as an EMT or just somebody who's volunteering with the ambulance? I treat you like I would anybody else. I would treat you with as much dignity and respect as I could. You're still human beings. I'm not going to treat you different than anybody else. I'm not going to treat you the way you treat others. I'm not that kind of person. I'm sorry you are, but I'm not that kind of person. I will treat you with as much dignity and respect as I can. I mean, I'm not going to treat you differently than I'm going to treat anybody else. So you expect me to bow down to you or swoon over you or something. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be professional about it because I'm not like you. My wife isn't like you. Most people are not like you. We have respect for people. We don't have relations with adolescents and children. Well, adolescents are children. But you're a sad lot. And you're a really sad lot. You should, if you would notice, you're not making any changes, at least nothing positive. That you keep doing the same things. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And you do the same things over and over again, you expect different results, and you don't get it. You're crazy. It's insane. But anyway, so I'm going to start volunteering with the EMS. I don't know when. I don't know when, but I will. I have my EMTB book. I'm going to go ahead and start, go ahead and put more time into reading and actually studying it. I'm sure I'll learn a lot by just watching, listening, and asking questions. there will be meetings, there will be this, there will be that, so it's not like I'm going to be out there on my own trying to figure all this out. I mean, I'm just not going to be. I mean, I went over there tonight. Somebody was there in the office. I have a message on Facebook yeah, from Mike, so I need to go over there and talk to him. But there was somebody in the office. I went in. I got my app, and I have it in the house. I'm going to go and fill it out. Not right now. I'm frankly waiting for my wife to get home, and that's hopefully in the tomorrow she'll be coming home, but we'll see. I just Another thing is we got, or how do you say, the people at the in the oncology department at the hospital said that she's going to need assistive devices, and they said, you go ahead and I don't know, what is it, get the form and we'll fill it out and okay it or whatever, something like that. Because she definitely needs assistive devices at this point. And I hate doing that to our landlord because we have a really good landlord. We have a great landlord. I mean, we have a really great landlord. I wish we would have gotten in touch with him before he rented out that apartment over there because we need more space. And see, I don't want to, number one, I don't want to leave this town because I love this little town. I love the people in this little town. This is a great place. Um, Another thing is, I don't want a different landlord because once you find a good landlord, you need to stick with that landlord. Once you find a great landlord like we have, then you definitely need to stay with them. So I don't want to move. If we do move, I would prefer to keep the same landlord. I don't know how many places he and his wife own. I have no idea. But I'd like to stay with him. The thing is, because of my wife's situation, we may have to move. I don't want to have to do that. And this is a well-built structure. I mean, it is definitely a well-built building. So, frankly, you're not going to find a whole lot of buildings that are built as well as this building, especially not the modern buildings. I was watching one of those what do they call them, murder porn shows on YouTube, the crime shows, and they were showing the Las Vegas or anyway out in the Southwest. They found like these 50, 60, 70, 150 bodies or whatever, and they showed the name of the company that was building the homes, KB Homes, Ray Ellison, KB. I'm like, oh my goodness. I would never buy one of their houses. I would never buy one of their buildings. My mother bought one of their houses. I had a supervisor when I worked in hospice who he and his wife bought one of their houses. I knew somebody that was one of their designers. I'm like, there is no way in HELL that I would ever buy one of their buildings. They're junk. They're just pure junk. I mean, but anyway, but this building is not built like one of their buildings. This is a well-built building, and we have a great landlord. He and his wife are nothing like the people at KB/Ray Ellison. Nothing like them. Our landlord is great. I mean, our landlord will work with you on things. A lot of landlords won't do that. But I don't want to have to move because I like this town. I like our landlord. I don't want to have to move. But you know, for my wife's health, I'm willing to do what has to be done. And, we're going to have to get assistive devices so she can go in the bathroom and take a bath or take a shower. And we may have to have somebody come in to help her. But I can help only so much. I don't know how to do some of this stuff. I mean, there's a proper and improper way to lift a person. There's a proper and improper way to help a person in and out of situations, and I don't know how to do those things. But I do want to be an EMT. I have the application. That I'm going to have to talk to them about the whole issue of, if my wife needs me, if my wife needs me, then I'm going to be here for her. If I have to quit volunteering with you guys, I'll quit. That's what my wife comes first and foremost in my life. Not anybody else, not anything else. And like I was saying, would hate him to call our landlord and say, look, man, we have to put assistive devices in here. Because this is his property, not ours, not the government's. I mean, I feel like I'd be screwing over our landlord by doing that. And I don't want to do that. But then, again, what I need to do for my wife is what is going to happen. You all have a good day.